Do you know what makes a great leader? I'm sure you would be thinking about strategic thinking, communication skills, good teamwork. Yes, they are true and they are very important skills that are important to become a great leader. But there are other skills, other qualities like decision making, problem solving, and even creative thinking are equally important and relevant to become a good and an inspiring and a looking forward leader in your organization. Well, friends, my name is Arun Thukral. I'm a life and a leadership coach, and in this session today, I'm going to talk to you about problem solving skills, why they are important, what role that they play, and also I will be telling you 6 steps which will help you to understand how to do problem solving and then how to arrive at a final solution to that given problem. Not only that, you will also understand that how learning these skills can help you to become an effective leader in your organization. Once you understand these skills, you not only will be able to work upon in your day-to-day scenarios in the workplace, but also this will help you to enhance your skills, which may be of use for your career growth, or it may also be useful in your interview process. So don't go anywhere, and also don't forget to like and subscribe this channel because you're gonna learn a lot here along with me. So why problem solving skills? For a very simple reason. When you're working in an organization, you come across various sets of problems, various sets of situations where you need to work in solving the problem and making it simple and easier for yourself and for people around you to work and produce results effectively. Not only that, you want to also enhance your performance, you want to achieve your goals, and that's why problem solving skills are one of the most important skills that every leader should have. But you may say that yes, I'm already knowing how to solve problems. I'm already doing it on day-to-day basis. So what is exactly that I need to look upon? Well, you are very right if you think like this. Everybody knows when the problem comes, they work towards it and they solve it. But my question to you is, how many of people like you are able to solve problems effectively? Because in my personal experience, a lot of people, they try to work on solving the symptoms or the consequences. They do not work at the disease level, which means they do not work at the root cause problem. So I'll give you an example. For example, you have fever. You can take one paracetamol and you will find that your fever is gone within few hours. But what happens after that? Maybe after a couple of hours, you see the fever comes back again. And the reason behind is that there is a different problem which is deep-seated inside, which is recurring. That means there could be an infection. So are you treating the symptoms or are you treating the real cause of the problem? In the next part, we will understand what are root cause problems and how do we work on it. If you find it very closely, you will see that root causes are complex, interrelated, and cannot be seen very clearly with the normal analytical skills. They are deep rooted, which means that you have to go deeper into the issue, only then you will understand it. So for example, if there is a problem that the team is missing the deadlines, what could be the underlying deep root issues? There could be that there are unclear expectations. There could be that there are conflicting issues between the team. And most importantly, there could be lack of communication between the team members. So can you see from the outside symptom, the major problem is that team is missing the deadline. But what is the underlying reason? The underlying reason is that the team lacks communication. So if you are able to identify the deep causes or the deep reasons, you will be able to give the right solution for the given problem. Therefore, understanding root causes can be of great help because 1, you will be able to understand the problem clearly. 2, it saves time and resources to solve the problem. And most importantly, you will be able to come at a right and effective solution once you understand what is the root cause of the given problem. Now let's understand how to identify the root cause. Well, there are various methods, there are various tools which are available that can help in identifying the root cause. One of my best favorite is the why system, asking the 5 whys. So let me give you an example. The problem that has been identified is that the teams are not working together, and due to which there is a productivity issue in the organization. Now I will ask why. The reason is that people are not working together, they are working in silos. Why? People are working in silos because they have conflicting priorities. Why? They have conflicting priorities because they are not trusting each other. Why? They are not trusting each other because they lack open communication with each other. Now can you just identify the real problem was that the team is not working together, and due to which the productivity of the organization is suffering. So when you do and drill down by doing why, you come to the real cause, which is the underlying cause, root cause, and that is where you get to know what exactly is the problem. Now from here on, I'm going to tell you the 6 steps that you need to work upon in understanding, identifying the problems, and then apply those processes in finding out the best solutions which will help you to learn the problem solving skills. So the first step towards problem solving is identifying and assessing the problem. Until you don't understand the problem, how will you solve it? So the first step is to understand and recognize that there is a problem that exists and there requires a solution. And in order to do that, the one thing that you need is that you should have a specific amount of knowledge with respect to that particular issue or that particular subject area, because that will give you an understanding that what is supposed to happen and what exactly is happening right now. So which means you know what is the outcome that ideally should be and what it is falling short of. So that way you will be able to understand where the problem is and what the gap this problem is having. The second is assessing the impact of the problem, which means is it going to impact 5 people or is it going to impact 500 people? Is it going to have an impact of 100 rupees or is it going to have an impact of 1 million rupees? So understanding the problem, identifying the problem, and then assessing the impact of the problem is the first piece that will help you to assess that how much resources and time that you have to give to address that particular underlying issue. Now the second step is get to the source of the problem. Now once you have identified what the problem is, once you have understood what is the impact and the potential of this problem, now it is important to go to the source of the problem, or as I mentioned earlier, it is called as what is the root cause of the problem. Because once you understand the root cause, you will be able to get to the right point where the problem is happening at this point of time. To do that, there are 2 important actions that you can do. One of my favorite, which I already explained you, is the use of 5 times why, that is generally used in understanding where the problem or the root cause is lying. The second tool that is generally used is called as fishbone model, or it is also known as cause effect analysis, which means we put the problem in a fish shape, we put the problem on the mouth of the fish, and then we sit together as a team and find out what are the potential and underlying causes which is making this problem occur. By doing this in a detailed way, you will be able to come to the real reasons that are causing the problem. And generally, fishbone model is utilized or is used when the impact is huge or the potential of the problem is higher, or it is underlying in such a way that by the standard methods it is not coming out. So try it out. It is called as fishbone model, which is a cause and effect method. And by doing this, when you make your team sit to write what are the causes, you will be able to get to the source of the problem. The third step is brainstorm for potential solutions. Now, since you have understood the problem, you have also gone deep to understand what is the root cause of the problem. So you are very clear what are the causes of the problem are. Now it's time that you should do brainstorming to find out what are the potential solutions that can be possible to offer for this particular problem. Having said that, if the problem is small and it is having less impact, then probably few solutions can bring out and the problem can be solved easily. But if the problem is complex, multi-layered, involved many departments, many functions, and there are certain things which are not in your control, that requires a proper brainstorming for a long-term solutions, not the obvious solution, but a creative solution. This is the time when you have to apply your creative skills in bringing the best ideas from your teammates so that you find a solution which is not only giving the real solution to that problem but also has a long-term impact. And that is why you will see a lot of creativity happens, a lot of new ideas will come, and those new ideas will set the tone for the organization to grow. Now we enter into step 4, that is evaluate the solutions. As you have now brainstormed about the various ideas which are now turning into solutions, it's time now to find out which is the most appropriate, relevant, effective and most productive solutions out of all the solutions that are available in your hand. In order to do that, you really need to work upon that which is the best solution. And the best solution will come by analyzing few things. What are the pros and cons list? What are the viability of those solutions? What are the drawbacks and benefit of that solution? Once you make a list of all the things, writing down the potential benefits vis-a-vis the drawbacks, you will have a detailed clarity about where you are heading to. And basis that analysis, you need to come out with one solution which has the highest probability of getting the best results. And let me remind you, if you have done the effective analyzing and understanding of the issue or the problem in the first hand, the better solution you will have in your hand to solve that particular problem. Therefore, the first step is the most important step that you need to pay attention to while you reach at the fourth step of choosing the right solution for that problem. Now we move into the fifth solution from here. Now we move into the fifth step, that is choose the best solution. Now that you have narrowed down on the best solution after weighing down the pros and cons, the drawbacks, the benefits, ratio, everything that you have done, and now you are very sure that this is the best solution you have in your hand, then this is the time, if it is in your purview, if it is in your authority, then you should go ahead with that solution. But if it is not under your purview, if it is not under your responsibility and it is one level up, then you should discuss the same set of solutions with all the weighted pros and cons viability to your immediate manager or your immediate boss, and take the best option out of all the options with his or her consent and decision. But at the same time, if it involves various departments and it involves a complex problem and it is beyond the purview of you and your manager, then it is time that you have to go to the higher ups with a complete analysis report of all the potential solutions towards the problem that has been identified and what best solution as a team that you present. That is the time that your manager or the top boss will decide what is the best solution to this given particular challenge or the underlying issue.